Hey everybody, Benry here. This is actually my second clip of Battlefront. Kind of did these out of order. This is the first video that I took, second one that I'm adding commentary to. I'm like rank 3, I believe, when I took this video. So still getting new to the game. A lot of stuff going on that I'm not really sure what's going on. Just playing what Battlefield would be Conquest. I'm pretty sure it would be considered as Conquest. But basically, like, in this game mode, you're trying to. The description of the game mode is you're trying to pretty much evict the opposing team off the planet. I think it's kind of funny. But in this video, the reason why I took this video is, well, for one, I think I did pretty decent for this, like, being probably my 5th match. And I also took it because this is the first time I got to use the AT-ST, which is like a walking death machine. You can just go around lighting people up and just leaving like a path of destruction. I feel like there's like nothing better than that feeling. It's like, you know, just leaving, you know, a path of destruction, and there's really not much your opponents can do to you because you're just, you know, doing too good. You know, you got that biorhythm going for you. I'm not quite sure how much longer it's going to be before I get the AT-ST. I think it might be pretty soon. But yeah, this is like when I first realized that I love the Stormtrooper's weapon. And it's crazy. Like, it's accurate. Its damage output and damage potential is pretty nice as well. I remember from other Battlefield games that you want to burst fire instead of just holding down, especially so in Star Wars Battlefront, because your weapon overheats. And if your weapon overheats, there's a mechanic. I haven't quite figured it out yet. Still trying to. But there's this mechanic that allows you to cool down your weapon instantly and able to continue firing. I'm not very efficient at that at all, so I just try to burst, and when my weapon's getting close to overheating, I just stop shooting. I'll try and find cover. I try to use the terrain to my advantage, like right there. I knew that guy could barely see me. I could see his head, so I just use that pinpoint accuracy that this blaster rifle has, and I just let him have it. There's a whole bunch of enemies up there. I actually found out later on why, like, the Stormtroopers do so well on this map. And it's like when you're rebels, and you're facing the other direction, you're facing towards me, my character right there on the left hand side of the screen. Stormtroopers are really hard to spot. They're not the easiest thing to see in the terrain, and that's where I think the white camo of the Stormtroopers is ultimately what makes them like the best for this map. Whereas playing the rebels, you know, their outfit doesn't blend very well with the terrain, and they're very easy to spot. So, like, I believe, like, I've only won maybe like 3 or 4 times on this map playing as rebels. Otherwise it's all been losses. There's been some really like close matches, but when you're outside, you're just that much easier to spot if you don't have very good camouflage on. And right there, I just defeated Han Solo. I tried to give him a whack too. It's like, get out of here. The hero concept of this, I think, is kind of cool. I believe there's a trophy as well for using every single hero and villain at least once. I haven't gotten it yet. I believe I've used Darth Vader. He's the only one I've used on the villain side. And then on the Rebel side, I've used Princess Leia, and I believe I used Luke Skywalker. I haven't used Han Solo yet. I guess I could, yep, here I go. I got the AT-ST. Trying to figure out how to use it actually at this time. I almost run out of time, but I figured it out. I just have to hold the L1 and the R1 buttons together. And here we go. The walking death machine. I always try to, you know, fire at flying objects, even though it's not very effective. I didn't realize it, but I do have a missile that I could have used on those that require locking onto the target and maintaining the lock for the missile to hit the mark. But eventually I just like, yeah, never mind, and I just continue on my way. See these guys on the side, try to blast them. Got a few like assists. And we're coming up over here where there's, you know, not a whole lot of enemies, but there's a few. And I see them all right there in a row, and then I just start blasting them. And then what I notice is, and I kind of feel bad for this, is that they're spawning there. And I'm just like spawn camping. And just waiting for them to spawn and blast them off. Blast them away, and that's probably part of the reason why my KD was so good in this match. If I remember right, it was 34 and 9, I believe. And I get really lucky right here. It's like I turn around, it's like, holy crap, that guy just missed me. It's like I was backing up, and then he turns around and he hits me and crashes into me, and I feel like he did it on purpose, and it was like, you know what, I don't blame him. I was kind of an ass for just sitting there and blasting everybody as they spawned in, so I probably deserved it. But nobody likes being purposely rammed into either, so. Plus I can't tell you how much longer I was gonna stay there and shoot those guys that couldn't even defend themselves.